I've been in the Army about 4 years. At my first unit, I had about 5 or 6 platoon sergeants. And that's just over the course of 2, 3 years. And someone out there might be like, I don't know what that means. Just to give you, usually you should have a platoon sergeant for 1 to 2 years, 1 to 3 years. So I should have had 2, maybe 3. I had double that. I had 6. The first 2, really good. Everyone after that, not so much. Technically, there's actually another new one there, so it would be 7, but I don't know the guy because I've left the unit. But when I was on leave there, technically, I was under him, but I wasn't. So, not my last, but my second to last, technically third to last platoon sergeant. So so technically for medical people, you have a PA who should be your leader. You have a platoon sergeant, then you got a meadow that does other paperwork stuff. We didn't have a PA, so the meadow was also the leadership person as well, and then with the platoon sergeant. A platoon sergeant should be an E7. Usually though, we were rocking an E6 platoon sergeant. And remember, the PA is usually first lieutenant or captain, and they should be your leader, your pro. Our butter bar, Meadow was taking over for that, which is whatever. Cool, chill. Our platoon sergeant and our butter bar, both of them are married, or were married. I don't know about them now. I don't follow them on anything, and I don't do that. You know, there were some drop zone missions where me and my fellow medic were doing coverages. We come back really late. These 2 people were on the jump. We were on coverage, or we were on the jump, or whatever. No, yeah, we were on a jump that was like hours later, or just chalks later. So they've been back for hours. You know what you do after a jump? You get back, and you turn in your weapon, you go home, you sleep. We get back hours later, and we turn in stuff into the A station. We're like, wait a second, what? Why? Because lights were off. We go in there. Platoon sergeant comes out of his office. Just say, what's up? And we're like, yeah, got back from the jump. He looks a little rattled. We see the Meadows in there. We're like, that's weird. Later the same week, or early next week, me and the same medic, we're out doing a medical coverage for a 50 cal range or 240 range or whatever. You know, boys shooting the big guns, and we're making sure that they're good or whatever. Everyone went home for the day already. We get back. Should just be us to turn in the supplies, put the truck away, put in the keys. They were trying to be quiet, didn't say anything, but we noticed that both of them were in there alone with each other. We're like, oh, this is weird. And through over the next little period of time, everyone's like, man, they've been spending a lot of time with each other. This is, Turns out, maybe a week later, both of them are gone. One of them's been given demerit, the other one's been given like a negative counseling on just like and both of their, and at least I'm pretty sure at least one of the spouses complained to leadership about infidelity or whatever, or cheating. So both of them, because it's an officer and NCO. Officers and NCOs, massive no-go. So they were accused of sleeping together. Officers and NCOs can't be together. And they're both married. And they're both married to military personnel. So they got like a quadruple hit of just like, you can't do this. It was wrong on so many levels. And it's just funny because, like, I don't know, that Meadow definitely said things that set some of the people off in the ways that they weren't very happy about. And, that platoon sergeant, I don't know. He definitely tried to act like he knew what was going on, what he was doing. And the fact that he actually deployed and I haven't does piss me off because it's like, man, like, you don't seem to be a good dude. I try to give you respect, and, like, I like to think I was respectful to him. But it's just like, dude, like, I don't know. The fact that man's definitely talked to me like I didn't have my life together when he obviously doesn't have his together at all. It's just like, dude, I don't even. Yeah, so, Meadow platoon sergeant hooked up probably a couple times. And, it's just like, the part of that I super don't get. All they had to do was get in their cars, go home, or not even go home, just drive somewhere, and they can do whatever they want. But they did it at work, in the office. It's like, we wouldn't know this if you just, yeah. So, don't be unfaithful. Treat your spouse well, but if you do, just don't do it at work, I guess, man. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. They were just stupid.